Hello, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. So apparently, Alita might be getting a prequel series. I don't want to sound massively negative, but I'm not sure how much I believe this. And it's not because of the sources or anything like that, but it's mainly just financials, I guess. And we'll get on into that into a second, but I think it's just the finances. Disney recently filed a report. They've had to fire more people. In that report, they also said that they have to downsize their output of. They said that everything will be affecting their business, COVID, the movies, and TV. This will be really expensive. So I just don't really believe it. But we'll get into it in a second. This article is linked down below. Also, just before we get started, guys, for a very limited time, and they are really, really limited, they come but once a year. My festive Xenomorph shirt. It is a Christmas sweater. You can find it linked actually just underneath the video. There's my Teespring store. You can find the shirts there. Also, there's just a link in the description box, so head on over to that. Also, I got finished on my second film. It's a Lovecraftian horror. The first draft edit is actually coming together quite nicely, but if you do want to support it, then please do check the GoFundMe down below. Anyway, let's dive into it, shall we? So, the Alita Army may have some great news, basically. Now, this doesn't come from the Alita Army. It comes from Edward Lauder, editor of Small Screen, who claims that he's been told by multiple sources with reported close links to Disney and 20th Century Studios that they are currently working on an Alita Battle Angel prequel series, which will be made for Disney+. Now, he was told this a while back, apparently, but he sat on it for a while because he wasn't 100% convinced that this source was genuine, and it was the first time this source had reached out to him, which is wise. I completely agree. So, pray tell, why is he revealing it now? Well, I also wanted to wait and see if anyone else came to me with the same information. Well, recently, two separate sources whom I trust did exactly that. They added that as it stands, this will be a prequel series. And also, apparently, those two sources confirmed that Rodriguez and James Cameron will produce a series, though simultaneously noted that at the moment it's unclear whether Rodriguez will direct any of the episodes. Now, again, I just think to myself, like, God, like, I want it. I actually liked Alita. I thought it was a good movie. But I just think, like, it's so expensive. It's so expensive. And I know, like, a lot of people will point to The Mandalorian with the ILM technology that they're working with, the sort of live-action Unreal Engine screens and stuff like that. But even that's really expensive. They're spending a lot of money on Mandalorian. And, yeah, I just find it really... I don't know. I just think there's a lot stacked against it right now. I'd like to see it, but there's a lot stacked against it. And this is why I'm saying caution, don't get your hopes up, even though I would like it. It's mainly to do with Disney's huge losses that they're running. 7.4 operating loss, 4 billion of actual losses, 4 billion down. They've already stated they've fired now 32,000 people. There'll be more people on the chopping block. They've already said everything that is happening now will definitely impact how we structure the business moving forward, which will be movies and TV. I know that they're looking to push into the streaming platform more and more, but you'd think that they would reserve the streaming for something which was kind of like a guaranteed win. Now, Alita on streaming is not a guaranteed win. Alita, in terms of the movies, if you get the budget right and you keep it down, you know you'll make money, right? If they did a real low-key, very low CGI-based Alita sequel, you could make some good money from it because they have historical reference to go by. But when you put something to streaming, it's really difficult to quantify the P&L, like the profit and losses. Like, how much did you put on to make it? How much have we actually gained because of it? It's really difficult to track. So I actually can't see them doing it. I don't think this is true. I'd like it to be, but I don't think it is. Now, last December, when asked about a potential sequel to the fan favourite manga adaptation, John Landau told Cinema Blend that he believed what the Alita Army should do is keep preparing our family now, or keep peppering our family now at Disney and let them know how important it is to have another Alita movie, and hopefully we'll venture there one day. On the possibility that an Alita Battle Angel sequel could head to one of the numerous streaming platforms currently available, producer John Landau told Cinema Blend that he and Cameron loved the opportunities that streaming and these other avenues of distribution are offering people today, and would love to get into those playgrounds and play in them no matter what the title is. Now, here's the other avenue, is it may be a prequel that's not live action. They might do an anime prequel. There's no reason why they can't. Dependent on what rights James Cameron actually has, because he might just have the rights for a live action interpretation, not an anime. But there's no reason why they can't do, unless if they've got the rights, there's no reason why this isn't actually going to be a cartoon, an animated prequel. Then I can see it happening. I can see that happening all day, every day. Costs a hell of a lot less. Costs absolutely nothing by comparison. Now, if this rumoured prequel series truly does come to fruition, the role played by the film's fandom cannot be ignored. Now, obviously they call themselves the Alita Army. They've campaigned long and hard. And then lots of people are like, yeah, they're misogynistic and there's bigotry. Because a lot of people didn't really like Captain Marvel going up against Alita, and they didn't think it was very good. And a lot of people thought that, you've got two movies, one was empowering, one wasn't really. That's kind of the be all and end all of it, I guess. So yeah, as of writing, Lord of Sources have not provided any details on the supposed plot of this prequel, nor which manga stories, if any, the series would take inspiration from. Or whether it be live action or animated. So who knows? But I thought I'd cover this because I like the movie and I'd like to see it again, but I just don't think it is. And I think finances wise is what's the killer. If it's a live action, it's I would say with 90% certainty that it's probably not going to happen. If it's animated, I can see it happening. I would probably say, yep, sure, I believe this. It's a go. But I'd like to see it. But also, it's just Disney. They're going under at the moment. They're not going to spend millions on this, and it would be millions and millions and millions. Not for a live action one, anyway. Not to them. For them, it would seem like a very risky business venture. I reckon so, anyway. So let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section. If you're new here, please do hit subscribe. I genuinely would love to hear your thoughts, so please do drop them down below. Also, if you're a returning subscriber, check you're subscribed, because YouTube keeps just doing stupid stuff at the moment. Absolute pain in the arse with the channel. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care.